Hey everyone, today I will show you how to solve the Pyramorphix. This is a very interesting cube. It relies on the same mechanism as the 2x2x2 cube, but it has different pieces. Now let's jump right into how to solve it. Okay, so let's first explore how this thing works. So if we just take a 2x2x2 cube here, we will see that this has 8 pieces, has 2 layers. You can move it side to side, up and down, and the front layer you can also move back and forth. Let's see how this corresponds here. Well, what we can do is we can turn it side to side, move it up and move the right layer, and we can also move the front face. So it will take a bit of time to get. We can also move the front face. So this is our top layer. It's our bottom layer. This is our right. This is our left. And this is our front. And this is our back. So all you have to do is get the right understanding of where these pieces are. And to know how to solve this, you will need to learn how to solve this. I've linked it down in the description on how to solve this one, my other tutorial. So let's get into solving it. One thing to note about this cube is that it doesn't have a fixed pyramid state. As you know, this cube can be turned quarter, and it's not always turned halfway around. So this one can also be turned a quarter, and then it can be moved like this. If you've noticed, it's no longer a pyramid. So that's why I said you will have to remember how these pieces work, and you'll have to remember that it's just one layer, a bottom layer, right, left, front, and back. Okay, so I have got a pretty scrambled state right here, and so we'll first get into how to solve this. Our first step is to line up 2 pieces that match, just like on this cube. So what we'll first do is we'll find 2 pieces that match, like red and red. Now, one thing you'll remember is that in the pyramid, none of these 2 would actually touch each other like this. They would it wouldn't be exactly like this where colors touch colors, but corners would never touch corners, and centerpieces would never touch centerpieces. So where's the red? It's all the way down here, and the piece is up here. So what we'll have to do, we'll have to move it up here. Now, just like the other cube, we'll have to move it in. Just like the other cube, we'll have to move it in. Our next step is to find another piece here, which conveniently there happens to be one right here. Yes, I know there's already one here, but I'm not going to bother using this one. So let's see. Oh, and also one thing to note, this actually doesn't fit here because it's a red, green, blue, not a red, yellow. And this has to be a yellow, red, yellow, because this is already yellow, which happens to be this piece. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to move this piece out of that top layer. Then we'll have to try to move it in. Unfortunately, it's not in the right orientation. So just like we did on the 2x2x2, we'll move it out, move it through, move it back, underneath, turn it, try once more, and there we go. So all it really is the other one, where you just have to keep rotating it, except in this case, it's just a corner that's more tilted and pointed. Now we have to just get the yellow in here, which happens to be right here. So if we spin this around, we can just move it in. If you didn't catch how I did that, what I did was I moved this out of the way so this could move in, then I moved this back in. Like I said, it will take some getting used to, so it would be just best to have some time getting used to this. Now, I'll flip it over. Now we just have to get all these in the correct positions. So right here will actually be the yellow, blue, green corner because this is a centerpiece. And centerpieces don't go with centerpieces. It only goes with corners. So, and there's also a blue here and a green here. So what we'll have to do, we'll just have to spin it here. And what we'll do is, remember, we just have to get them in the correct positions. And so this corner also happens to be in the correct position, but these two happen to be swapped, which is actually the worst situation you can get when doing this step. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to swap them. Now, we don't really have a nice good right and left, like the other cube does. But if you notice, we have a line going down through the center. And so this is our left, this is our right. Now we want to swap these two. So what we'll have to do is the baseball batter algorithm. Again, what we'll have to do is very hard to understand. It looks really weird, but in the end it'll be all right. And just like that, we swap them. Now we just have to do one more swap of these two. There we go. All the pieces are in the correct position, except for this one. Now, this is quite tricky. It looks like a corner just twisted. But of course, you can't just twist the corner like that. It doesn't move like that. What you'll have to do here is you'll actually find out what the push-pin algorithm does in this case, is it rotates corners. Which, if you think about it, actually isn't that different. Because in this one, all it did was rotate 3 corners at once. Over here, it rotates these two and this one. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to do push, spin, pull, spin, push, spin, spin, pull, spin, spin, then rotate back once. There you go. It's all solved. The main part about solving the Pyramorphix is just getting used to the fact that it's just a 2x2x2 in disguise. That's it for this video. I'll see you next time.